Let's take a look at how to add an event RSVP. What happens is I need to go to my educational series or my event, click on it, and take a look at the different options. Now, the visitor can add this event to their calendar or they can add the event series to their calendar, but I want to focus on adding an event RSVP. I do so by selecting Add Event RSVP. And this gives me a number of different options. Notice that the first occurrence of this event series is on Monday the 31st from 6 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. The open and close cancellation dates need to be set relative to that date. So that's a little warning for me. First of all, I'm going to allow RSVPs by selecting yes. And I'm going to say that this RSVP is for the series or the individual occurrence. I'm going to select the series. And notice how that for the individual occurrence, something goes away. When I open that up, it allows me to open the RSVP. So I'm going to select that I want this individual occurrence to open when the previous event occurrence ends. So I'm going to select that option. Or I can choose a date and I can click the drop down and select that. But more importantly, I like it when the previous event occurrence ends because I don't want multiple people RSVPing for many events way too far out in the future. So as one event ends, then they are allowed to edit and adjust their event RSVP for the next upcoming event. So I can choose a close date if appropriate. I can choose that the close date will be on the 30th at 6 p.m. or excuse me, 9 p.m. I can choose the max attendees. Let's just say that my venue restricts how many people can attend. Let's just say that it's 200 people. What will happen is that by selecting the max attendees, it allows for me to put in that I can only accept 200 RSVPs, and then once that 200 is met, it will close out the RSVP option for me. I can also select a confirmation email. What this does is it notifies whoever I put into this field that an RSVP has occurred. And then there's a confirmation message that goes to the person who has RSVP'd. For example, I can say, "Thank you for RSVPing for this event. We look forward to seeing you there." Now, I can allow for cancellations by selecting yes, but if I do not want to select cancellations, I select no, and it removes the other fields away from me. If I want to allow cancellations, I can say yes, and I can designate when the last time is that they can cancel their RSVP. So I'm going to choose the 30th at 9 p.m. again, and they can get a confirmation message saying, "Thank you for canceling your RSVP. We look forward to seeing you at future events." Now I can also make the list of attendees available for the public. This is great for inspiring different people to RSVP based on who else is attending. So by selecting yes, I'm able to choose what information I want to show. Natively it says that you should show the name, you should not show the email or the phone number, but you can show the company. If appropriate, you might want to select no for you do not want to show the company. Now, if you want to accept online payments, you can say yes or no. Depending on what your package is and how it is set up, this feature is available for you. For illustration purposes, I'm going to select yes, and you have the option of requiring whether or not they pay online. If you say no, this allows them to choose an option where they can RSVP at the event. Let's go ahead and leave it as no, but if you want everyone who RSVPs to have to pay online, you would select yes. And then you hit submit. So now I've added my RSVP parameters for my event. I need to make a couple more adjustments after that information has been added. But first, let's look at how it appears. First of all, it adds my tabs below where I can RSVP for this event. It indicates that this event reoccurs and that the RSVP is for this date only. All fields are required for each RSVP, so the visitor to the site sees this information. They can RSVP for up to 10 people if appropriate. Let's just choose 2 for now, and they're able to put their information in. They can also cancel their RSVP, and they can also see the attendee list. Right now there are not any attendees for this event yet, but if there were, their information would display here. Now, notice how I have 2 more icons up here. I can edit the Event Rsvp prices, and I can also delete the Event Rsvp. When we go back to RSVP for this event, I'm able to now adjust the Event Rsvp prices. When I do so, I'm able to give, maybe there's a member's price, which is $10, and I hit submit. And then I can also add in a non-member's price, and I do so by clicking the add up at the top right. Once this has processed, I accidentally clicked it twice, so let me delete this one. I'm going to choose delete and hit submit. But now I actually want to add in an additional RSVP price. So I'm going to say non-member. I choose my price, which is probably double, so I'm going to say $20. I'm going to hit submit. I can add as many Event Rsvp prices as I'd like. Maybe there's a student option where the price is only $5, and then I hit submit. So now I have my 3 different levels of pricing, and when I exit out of here, you'll notice that that pricing option is now available underneath each RSVP field down below. So here's the pricing option, and it's available for all the different RSVPs that you put in. In addition to this, I'm able to choose my payment options now as a visitor, where I can choose to pay online right now, or I can choose to pay at the event, and it removes the billing information. And then they're able to hit submit for their information. So that's how you add an Event Rsvp.